Hey guys, welcome back. So, today I am going to expand on the video which Skill4LTU released, I believe, yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yeah, 22 hours ago. The 27th of June, 2025. The name of the video, for those who are interested and want to watch it, I will leave the link in the description below. The name of the video is The Most Disgusting Cheat I've Seen in World of Tanks. Now, in all due fairness, and this is not an attack on either Skill or any other content creator, especially the ones who are, in close relation with wargaming. I call them war scamming, but whatever, that's another point. I don't think, and this is not an attack, I'm saying it again, I'm clarifying, this is not an attack. I don't think that people who haven't been dealing with this kind of stuff are the best, let's say, authorities in order to analyze these types of cheats. Now, he shows the replay from the person's perspective in his video, which is 11 minutes and 10 seconds. This one is going to be longer because I have already watched the video. I found the replay. I downloaded it. I've already watched it twice. I'm going to do it a third time now in front of you. I'm going to show you how this type of cheat it is a form of cheating, but it's not done with mods, and you will see why. Of course, the cheaters, or the cheater in this case, which is very interesting, it could be one person. The cheaters or the cheater could have illegal mods on either their, plural, or his, singular, computer. However, even without mods, I'm talking about illegal mods right now, what I'm about to show you could be done, unfortunately, by anyone who has a little bit of knowledge. Now, back in the day, and let's move on to the replay and I'll continue talking. So as I was saying, back in the day, a few people shared with me some knowledge. Now, these people, they were experts in computers. All the people who shared this knowledge, it wasn't only one person, but one of them gave me extensive knowledge. I don't know if I have the right to share his username with you. Anyway, and he told me how this could be done. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to pause this right away since the battle has begun on Prokhorovka. It is a tier 9 and 10 battle. And unfortunately, I'm going to call him the victim of the day, not the hero of the day. Our hero, who's also the victim, BigYellowBanana from the Skill 6 clan with 1L, is trying to play his FV 4005 version 2, aka the shit barn, and he finds himself in a very interesting situation where we're going to watch and we're going to notice a few shenanigans taking place right from the get-go, right from the start, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to pay close attention to each and every shot that I'm going to show you, because there is a reasoning behind all of this. I've done some extensive research on this one, and look what's going to happen. We have over here an Object 261, the tier 10 RT, Russian, backing up. Nothing suspicious over here. And we have the tier 9 British SPG, the FV3805, who is moving into position. And he just stopped. And he's turning around. He just knocked down a tree. Now, anyone having an illegal mod would know that a tree got knocked down, but that's nothing too suspicious. And if you, unless he fires and someone has the red ball, then he will shoot him. This is not the point of the video. This is not a cheat mods video. This is a anti-cheating in the form of rigging video. But this is one of the most disgusting things I have seen in World of Tanks. Now, watch carefully. So far, someone fired. Someone just fired. Why? So, the Object 261 turns around and starts aiming at the concept. Now, look what's going to happen. He's aiming. He takes a shot. Let's see how that shot is going to go. Maybe he splashed the enemy. However, what's interesting, what's going to happen a few seconds later, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put it at normal speed. And we are going to watch as a shot is going to come in. It's going to hit the Object 261 directly. And it's going to destroy him at 13:59? 13:59? 14, somewhere there. Great. Now, someone might say, you know what, Zach? This is BS. Maybe the guy with the M53, M55 who got the kill, maybe he's very good at counter battery. And I'll tell you, yes, that's possible. That is possible. I do it all the time. I even done it. I did it live on Twitch. And people watching are like, oh my God. Actually, the guy I killed on Twitch with the very first battle, I just took a random shot and I killed the enemy RT before he even fired. He was in a known bush right inside the enemy base. That was hilarious. You can go watch it. So, okay, maybe this is possible. However, please pay attention to this detail. The M53, M55, and no one can deny this, he took a perfect shot and he took out the Object 261. Any questions? That this is what happened? This is what we just saw? I don't think so. So keep that in your mind. Keep that in mind. He shot him perfectly. Let's continue. Now, we're going to switch over and we're going to watch this gentleman, the M3805, who is basically... Where is he aiming? As soon as he fires, we're going to pause. And we are going to follow the shot. And this is the beauty of the free camera, man. Beauty. Beauty. And what surprised me is that other CCs don't do this stuff. They do not. Watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, a perfect hit on an invisible enemy. A perfect hit. While, look at the minimap, there were previously 3 enemy tanks visible. And now it's 1, still visible. That's quite interesting. That is quite interesting. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to put it back at normal speed. And we're going to wait somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. There's the reason why I'm saying that. And we're going to pause. Pause right there. This is a shot coming from the M53, M55, who is currently, let me show you, following the tracers. Following the tracers. He is somewhere over here. Let me show you. He is somewhere here. The M53, M55 is somewhere here. Let me point with my mouse. He's somewhere here. Now, let's follow his shot and see what it's all about. Smooth camera. 8th speed, which is perfect. 1/8 speed. And he's aiming at our hero. Now, what saved our hero, aka victim, from a direct strike is the fact that what we call RNG, the predetermined numbers, as I correctly have renamed it, predetermined that this shot is going to deviate a little bit to the left, or in our hero's case, a little bit to the right. And it's going to splash him for 111 damage. Now, what we're going to do, we are going to go back to the FV 3805. We're going to wait until it takes a shot. We're going to follow the shot. Notice there are people who are spotted. 3 guys on the hill and the concept 1B. That's 4. That's a minimum of 4. Yet, he decides that I'm going to ignore the spotted guys. See, this is how cheaters are so effing dumb. And I'm going to shoot an invisible enemy. Now, let's get back to the other position and let us camp and wait for the shot that's going to come in. Any second now, we're going to hear it. There it is. It's on its way. It is on its way. And who are you aiming at? Of course, you are aiming at our hero, aka victim, Mr. BigYellowBanana. Great. Getting back to the FV3805. Unfortunately, I don't have a replay from the enemy team. But if I did, we would have seen a lot of interesting things. Like, for example, when this guy moves, the other guy isn't moving. When the other guy isn't moving, this guy is moving. Let's put it at regular speed. We're going to wait until the FV fires. Wow, surprise, surprise. He shot in the same direction, ladies and gentlemen. And where's the shot going? It is about to hit and destroy the object 261 on the enemy team, who has never been spotted, probably even never fired. Or if he did, maybe once, or he got unlucky. We shall see towards the end. We shall see. Oh boy. You guys understand? Are you starting to see a pattern here? What's going on? These are not 2 players. This is 1 player controlling 2 accounts at the same time in the same battle, using some form of program which allows him to run World of Tanks more than once on the same computer, and he's taking turns in shooting. Shoots with the FV3805. I don't know, maybe Alt Tab or whatever. Switches to the other account. Shoots with the M53. Both tier 9. And they aim perfectly at unknown, unseen vehicles. The best part, ladies and gentlemen, is that apart from the fact that this guy is so stupid that he is blind shooting the FV4005, aka the shit barn, he's never shot the FV3805. Why? Because you're not, he's so dumb. He is so dumb that because he wants to have the spy on both teams, he is the shooter and the spy at the same time. So if he kills himself, it's probably going to be much harder to see what's going on, because with the RT, you have a different point of view. Get it? That's why he doesn't kill himself. AKA his main account killing his second account. This is what's really going on. This is what Skill and Dez and I don't think Dez does anything about cheats. Just saying, this is what Skill and Quickie Baby and Klaus and who else, and the Killzor and Muzakrobat, they're never going to show you this stuff because they don't dive deep enough to find this stuff. I know, I get it. This is not an attack on the other content creators. Please do not feel offended if you are one of their fans. I am not... There you go. Here comes the shot again. Let's quickly fly to our hero, who's about to get shot. It's coming in. It's coming in. There it is. There it is. There it is. And it lands perfectly with a penetrate, ladies and gentlemen, for 1,066 damage. This is what would have happened to him the previous times because all the shots were aimed perfectly. This is only possible when you are controlling both accounts and you are most likely looking at not the minimap, because if it's two people playing two different people playing two accounts at the same time, no matter how well one guy tells him over TeamSpeak or Discord or whatever, the FV is at, for example, he is at B2 on the top. The other guy still has to guess where exactly at B2. Where? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? You cannot get the shot perfect even when two people are working together, unless that's not the case and it's one person who is... Wait, hang on. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, the only way that you're going to achieve this perfect is when it's one person looking from the top view and he can see everyone on both teams. He doesn't need a spotter. That's it. Now, what is even more interesting, let's show this pretty quickly, is that the FV 3805, this guy over here, he took out the Object 261, the M53 on the enemy took out their Object 261 right in the beginning of the battle. The reason why the cheater does this is so that he wouldn't be in danger of counter battery. Makes sense, right? And he would never shoot himself because he wants both RTs to be as alive as possible. He knows that at some point one of the RTs is going to die because one team is going to win. So he does his best to do damage with both accounts at the same time. That's what he does. Now, we're going to watch the next shot from the FV3805, which is just, oh, ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. As soon as he fires. Man, shooty, shooty. Shooty ρε γάμο το σπίτι σου. There you go. Oh, look at the plane flying. That's amazing. Anyway, you can only achieve that with guys. Let's pause it right here. Pause. How many people do you see? Let me show you the minimap. Count how many people, how many enemies are available on the hill. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6. At least 6. Excuse me? Yeah. I count at least 6. I could be wrong. Maybe they're 5. Can they be less than 5? No. That's a surety. But if you pay close attention, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're 6. They could be even more than 6. Okay, but they're minimum 6. So there are 6 enemies on the hill. Yet this FV3805, aka the same cheater who's controlling the M53 and 55, is so stupid that he's actually shooting invisible enemies. How dumb could you be? Like, how dumb? Watch this. Now, some people might argue, oh, that's a well-known location that people go and camp. Yes, but I will ask you again, why shoot this location when there are visible enemies? You know why? Because he's too lazy to even move around and aim somewhere else. He doesn't want to waste time. He wants to simply switch between accounts very quickly and shoot at predetermined locations. This guy is also lazy. Not only is he an idiot, he's also lazy. And that's how he got caught. And kudos to BigYellowBanana for noticing, because someone else might have never noticed. Now, we're going to put it back at regular speed. We are going to camp the airspace over here. And pay close attention to one minor yet important detail. After the M53 took out the Object 261 in the beginning, he hasn't fired at anyone else. There you go. There you go. This shot is going to also do some damage to our hero, aka victim. It's not going to kill him. And wait, let me back that up a little bit, because we just lost the shot from the M50 from the FV. Let's watch that again. Okay, so here comes the shot, which is going to do another 208, if I remember correctly. 209, okay. Let's move to the free camera very quickly before the other guy shoots, because this shot from the FB3805 is just mind-boggling. This shot, this coming shot, around 10:48, if I remember correctly. There you go. 10:49. Let me pause. Let me make the minimap smaller, just so that you guys would have a better view. And let me remove the names. Let me change the names a little bit temporarily. Leave it there, so we would have a better point of view. Guys, watch this. Look at this. Look at this shot. A perfect hit. A perfect hit, ladies and gentlemen. Now, unfortunately, the next shot, if you've already watched Skill's video, the next shot is going to be the last. The one we're going to see now. Coming from the M53, M55, who is so greedy and so stupid that he's just focusing the same person over and over and over and over and over. Well, cheaters are so stupid that they expose themselves. And I'm glad that God has removed their capacity to use their brain properly. Otherwise, could you imagine how hard it would be to actually catch cheaters? Our hero, aka victim, has moved in this location, and surprise, surprise, in inverted commas, you know, no air quotes, the shot is coming perfectly at him. Even though he's moved to a location which, why would anyone shoot there? And the best part, just before he dies, and we lose access to the free camera, BigYellowBanana was never spotted during the entire battle. Never. And he kept changing locations. What does that mean? Ah, well, you know what it means. Now, Skill, in his video, he didn't show much beyond this point, because he said there's no point in watching the rest of it. Actually, he is wrong, and this is not an attack on Skill. And I'm not criticizing him. I'm just saying that all these people, they fail to go a few steps forward, walk the extra mile, aka, in order to, maybe you've missed something that is very important, in which we would have known who these two are. Okay, so now we just lost access to the free camera. This is how the game is designed. There's nothing I can do. However, what we can do is, because, spoilers, BigYellowBanana did not switch tank. Fortunately and unfortunately. Now, the FV3805 took another shot, which hit something, which is invisible at the back end of the map. I can't show it to you anyway, but I saw it earlier on. Okay, so now, remember what happened in the beginning? Where the M53 took out the Object 261. Why, I ask, why is he not shooting at this mofo right over here? You know why? Because it's the same person. And he needs his spy to remain alive as much as possible so that he would farm more damage. With both accounts. So he's a spy and the player at the same time. Same player, same spy, same two forms of tanks, lazy style of playing. He just sits in the same location. He takes out the other enemy RTs as soon as possible with both sides. You see how it's starting to make sense? He doesn't kill himself, so he would have access to everyone's location right in the beginning. This is not, because I read in the comments on Skill's video that, oh, this is the cheat that Ducky talked about so many months ago. It has come back. No, guys, it has not come back. If you guys watch this video, because Wargaming has patched that, and that company behind that super cheat cannot do anything about it anymore. They've released something like a bot with RT, but this is not it. This is not it. This is done manually by the same person, using multiple clients at the same time. Possible if you know how to do it. And this is how he plays. So, watch. Just watch. He never shoots at the FV3805. Never. Let's make this faster. The FV3805 knows that he can shoot anyone he wants without any danger of counter battery. The same applies for the M53, because it's the same person. It's not even two friends. It's not even two friends playing together. Now, the only reason why he's backing up is because he's trying to gain as much time as possible, knowing that the other team is going to win. He's happy with the M53 that his team is winning. And he doesn't care that this team is going to lose. He's done his damage. He just died. He just lost one of the accounts. And for fun, he probably just shot himself, knowing that he's going to die. What a shit show. What a shit show. Okay, so I do apologize that I'm looking at OBS right now, and we just passed 28 minutes. However, this analysis is 100% accurate, and I am going to prove it with the post-game stats and on Tomato GG. You're going to see why. Now let's fast forward this until it ends. Actually, I believe this is the point where we don't have to watch the rest of this, but let's fast forward it anyway. Our hero, aka victim, didn't change vehicle. Great. The battle has ended. So now we're going to go and we're going to do some analysis. You guys ready for this? Let's go. Here's the battle in question, but let me fix this thingy in OBS very quickly. Okay, and I'm back. So, he's named the title of the replay Arta with cheater mode. Buddy, in all due fairness, you do not know. I don't blame you. Of course I'm gonna message this player, and I hope that he sees my messages because he plays on the EU server. Buddy, in all due fairness, you couldn't be more wrong. Maybe he has Red Ball, you know, all the other cheats which I expose on my channel every now and then. And now I'm going to do it more often because you guys love these types of videos. That's what statistics say. These are the types of videos that you guys watch more. This is what I'm going to expose. This is going to be the main theme of the channel, anti-cheating videos. Why? Well, hello. Number one, because I am awakening the community, and number two, because they get more views. So it's a win-win situation. You guys love to watch this stuff more, and I get more views, which means better revenue for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Plus, I'm really surprised that I actually received a couple of messages now lately. People telling me, why do you show this stuff? Stop showing this stuff. So there's your answer. Getting back to our hero, aka victim. The poor guy tried to play his game. He didn't fire his gun. He didn't get the chance to fire his gun. He was never spotted. He lost credits, of course. Now, what's interesting is that, let's look at the Object 261. He fired his gun once. The speed at which this guy, Mr. Commandor with a K9, let's see if he's anonymized. The speed at which the Object 261, real username, 78.7, almost 8K battles, respect, 6.6K personal rating, not bad. The speed at which this guy got destroyed, he got counter-batteried, is unnatural. It's unnatural. Because as soon as he fired, pew, the shot came in. You know why? Because as I said in the earlier in the video while I was playing, is that the cheater, his first target is to take out both RTs, the ones which are not controlled by him. One on each side, or maybe even two on each side, if in the case that you get 3 and 3 and he's 1 and 1 on each side. Makes sense, right? So his first thing that he does, he pre-aims, knowing where the artillery is. He waits until he shoots. Bam! And he smacks him as soon as he shoots. So that the RT would think, oh, I got countered. No, you did not get countered. He always knew that you were there. He always knew it. That's exactly what's going on. That's why I believe, and I'm not being a narcissist here. I'm being realistic. I believe that I am one of the best authorities in countering cheats and analyzing them and telling you exactly, and if not exactly, at least 95%, minimum 95% of what's really going on. Fair? Sounds fair. So, he fired once. He only traveled 80 meters. Is that 80 meters? Yeah, because 800 would be 0.80. And he died. Let's look at the enemy Object 261. He fired once. He got a direct hit, and he did 237 damage. And then he got taken out by Tank Max Loriville _BI, aka the FV3805. As for the M53, M55, he's over here on the top. Notice both of them are top in damage. One has 3.7k. Wait. Excuse me, 2.6k. My mistake. But with a WNate of 3039. And the other guy did 3,661 damage with a WNate of 4,864. I'm highlighting it right here. You can come to this replay. It's going to be in the description below because I love detailing my videos so that we have detailed documents of what happened. Other CCs don't do that, but then again, I'm not trying to criticize him, but that's the truth. So, if you are in doubt that this is the same person, or at least they know each other, what I have already done, ladies and gentlemen, is that I have clicked on these names. This is the FB3805. Tank Max underscore Loriville underscore BI. Is anonymized. And his real name is WWW. And I don't know how many nines that is. If you want to count them, be my guest. I've already done this. Let me close command door over here. Here he is. The other guy, which is also anonymized, is not called Dodge Drivat. That's not his real username. His real username is, I've already opened it in a different tab, is Stas1K underscore Stalnoy. Now, please remember these two usernames. Here he is. I've already opened them previously before I even started recording this. Now, let's close this. Okay, there you go. And let us look at tomato.gg, and we're going to discover something very, very interesting. So, let's go from the start. Let's look at main. Green player. This is the FB3805. Mr. WWW, and how many nines that is. Shall I count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21 nines. I actually counted them. Advanced, as I've shown you guys that I started doing now lately. We're going to go a little bit down. We are going to select, this is show allies. And at random games, he has had Stas1K underscore Stalnoy as an ally 40 times. Now this I cannot select because I don't have the tomato.gg mod installed and I don't trust it, to be honest. But it's quite interesting that he got him as an ally 40 times. Very interesting. That is very, very interesting. Now, the other guy, who was also anonymized, and his real username is... Hang on. Stas1K underscore Stalnoy. We look at advanced, we go down. And we discover that in random battles... We're going to show the teammates. He has had www.99999, the 21 nines, 40 times. So these accounts confirm that these two accounts know each other. But I took it a step further. I'm telling you exactly that this is the same person. Exactly the same person. Taking turns in shooting, taking out artilleries as soon as the battle begins, and then focusing players. And too lazy to even turn around his gun and shoot at someone else. Because he's like, that's gonna take too much time. It's gonna lower my WN8. I want to have high WN8 with artillery. Oh boy. But we thank him for doing that because he's a moron and he exposed himself. And thankfully, I don't know, buddy, if I should mention your name, but someone who I featured now lately sent me the link to Skill 4 LTU's video. I looked it up and then I searched for the replay. I found it, I downloaded it, and there's the result. There you go. This is the same person. I am going to talk to Wargaming about this, showing them my analysis, which is spot on, I believe. And this guy's going to lose his account for what? Not using illegal mods. He doesn't even need illegal mods to do this shit. All he needs is an illegal program. Well, not exactly illegal, but according to Wargaming, it is illegal to run more than one instance of the game on the same computer, because you can do shit like this. He's going to be banned for what? For rigging. This is This type of cheating is called rigging. He's rigging the game like this. Rigging has always been in all types of games where people, they try to cheat, they perform poorly so that another person would win. That's rigging, basically. That's rigging games. It's been around for ever since the ancient Olympics. They used to rig games even back then. Anyway, thank you for what. If you've made it this far, 40 minutes, wow, you are a hero. If you haven't and you've closed the video, well, what can I say? But what I'm about to do, because I want to reward the ones who watched until the end, please write down your username and on which server you play if you've made it this far. Because I'm going to ask you some questions about the video to see if you've actually watched it. Let me know your username, which server you play, and your normal comment below. And I'm going to do something like a mini raffle. I'm going to send to 5 random people a small gift. The channel members, they already have their gifts. They're guaranteed from me. They know their privileges. Okay? Enjoy. And start commenting. You help the channel like that. See ya.